Welcome back, everyone. Well, if we make it through this interview, it'll be a miracle. I think we talked for like 15 minutes before we did the mic check, something like that, right? In Saratoga, there's this beautiful old church that's being turned into Universal Preservation Hall. And joining me today is Teddy Foster, who is a campaign director, should be executive director for Universal Preservation Hall, and Chuck Vosganian, who is the owner of Empire Audio. So welcome, both of you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Very nice to have you here. They're here because Universal Preservation Hall is closing in on a major capital campaign for all of the renovations that are going on in the building. And I can tell you they are significant because a buddy of mine, Sonny Bonaccio, is really involved in a lot of these renovations to turn this building into Universal Preservation Hall. So Teddy, let's, in case somebody doesn't know about it, when did the capital campaign start and why and how?
Well, we started the campaign about a year ago because the building is only halfway finished, and we need things like heat, air conditioning, elevator, and also to have proper flow for audiences.
Yes.
So we're in the campaign. We're only about $1 million, maybe a little bit more, away from reaching our goal right now. We will close in the beginning of 2017 and be shut down for a year, and when we reopen in 2018, it'll be a world-class performing arts and community events center.
Wow, yes, and it really will. I love the way she says only $1 million away. It does get a lot of support. You have gotten a terrific amount of support from
Thank
the big
you.
dogs, right?
Yeah, well, we're working hard at it.
Yes,
so
yeah,
thank
you are. You really are working hard. I always hear about it.
And
Teddy.
every dollar counts.
It does. Speaking of every dollar counting, we've got a major fundraiser that Druthers, everybody knows Druthers in town, is involved with. So
Yes.
tell us about that.
Druthers came to us and they said, we would like to do a fundraiser for Universal Preservation Hall. So on October 8th from 3:30 to 10, we're having Druthers Rocks UPH. It's going to be a fantastic music and beer fest. And Chuck is going to tell you about the music, and all proceeds will come to Universal Preservation Hall towards our capital campaign.
I got it. We're going to toss to that was a nice segue, by the way.
Thank you.
We're going to toss to Chuck. Now, Chuck, by the way, somebody that I've heard about for a number of years, for one reason, primarily because he is Mr. Audio. I mean, you really have an amazing reputation, Chuck.
Thank you.
You do. And if our pre-interview conversation had anything to do with it, we know a lot about music.
Yeah, we do.
Yep, right? We were touching on all kinds of really minute details on what guitar somebody played on some album or something. And you know it all. So now you're involved in this. Tell us why.
Well, I'm a big fan of the Universal Preservation Hall, and I've been really, I spend a lot of time there. When I walk in the door, I feel like it's a really welcoming place. It's a great place to do events. I've done a bunch of events with Teddy and Mary Beth, and it's really just it really is one of the things that we talked about early on. It's like Saratoga's living room.
Yes.
You know, you go in there and you just feel like you're home and this is a comfortable place. And a lot of diverse and interesting events. So we had the opportunity to do this with Druthers, and I said, let's make it multi-level. Let's have a stage downstairs with acoustic acts, stage upstairs with rock acts. Let's make it an eclectic mix of people. We have Paradox Saints, which is a great band. I met them really worked with them for the first time up in Glens Falls, and they did a great job. They really impressed me, which is not easy to do after all these years, you know. And they really impressed me. So they were one of the first bands I reached out to. I've done a lot of work over the years with the North and South Dakotas, and I reached out to them. We have them playing. We have Tamborelli and her Super Trips, which I think they've done a thing here with you guys, and they're a great band, a little bit on the jammy side, but I like that kind of music. I was asked one time whether jazz was something that kids were interested to. I said yes, they are, but they call it jam music.
That's right,
and that's what it is, and they're super good. And we also have Ariel O'Keefe and the Girl Blue out of Albany, and they're going to do a set. And they're the electric people. And then we have 3 acts downstairs. We'll have Alicia Bautista, who's a singer-songwriter out of Glens Falls. And we'll also have Belle Skinner out of the Albany area. And then we just added Joel Brown and Dave Maswick.
Oh, the Maz.
The Maz.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I just want to cycle back on this. A lot of those artists, by the way, have played our music show Tracks.
Yes, Tracks,
As a matter
exactly.
of fact, practically all of them have. And we're about ready to start another season of that too, by the way. So you got to come check it out,
Cool.
both of you. Got to
Yeah.
come check it out. But look, let's jump back. It was Paradox Saints with our very own Drew Wardle. Great band, North and South Dakotas. I can't stop talking about this band. They're just fantastic. And Tamborelli, the Maz, and Joel Brown. When they get together and bring out their antique Martins and play, it's just a phenomenal thing. So you got plenty of great music. And it's set up so that upstairs you're doing electric,
Yep.
and downstairs you're doing acoustic, and I think the people downstairs will also get a feed, right?
Yes,
From
exactly.
upstairs. So you can wander around this amazing space. It starts in the afternoon, right, Teddy?
Yep, starts at 3:30, and we are selling VIP tickets for $40. And for the $40, you get 3 drink tickets. You get a VIP card that has an electronic download to a song from every performer that you can keep. And also, it's good if you present it at Druthers. It's good for a free draft beer at Druthers.
Got it, okay. Well, you probably saw I was sneaking this little card in there so you could see it. For $40, think about all the music,
Yeah.
all the fun, all the good time you're going to have, and the money is going to for Universal Preservation Hall so they can close this capital campaign fund gap that you've got going on. And that's great, and I think for like $20, it's not VIP, but you can get in.
Music ticket, and then we'll sell separate food and drink tickets.
Okay, boy, this is the kind of event you can only do in this town.
Gonna
I'm
be
telling
great.
You.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
gonna be
mean?
awesome.
Because of the building and everything. Teddy, great to see you.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Jesse.
coming in.
Thanks,
Chuck,
Jesse.
always great to see you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
And anytime you want to talk music, you know where to find me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the event again, it's Druthers Rocks, UPH, Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga, Saturday, October 8th, middle afternoon, 3:30 or something. Get there, get the VIP ticket, and get downloads and all kinds of cool stuff. All right, guys, great to see you both.
Thanks a million.
Thanks, Jesse.
You're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.